up, everybody? Today we're going to go over the ultimate hip mobility warm-up. This is a great group of exercises that I've enjoyed using before doing any deadlifts, any squats, before I go on any runs, or even before my swims. Now, if you ever had any knee or back pain, make sure you're listening to your body whenever you're doing these exercises, and make sure you don't overextend through any of the ranges of motion. The hip mobility warm-up is called the half kneeling vertical reach stretch. So right here we're going to come down the kneeling position with our back knee right underneath our hip and our front foot out, so our knee's at 90. You don't want to be in close here, nice and long. And we're going to reach straight up to the ceiling. You can interlock those hands if you want, and we're just going to give a small rock forward and then come right back up tall. Whenever you do this, squeeze this back hip tight so that hip flexor opens up, and make sure you're keeping your abs tight here so you're not arching your back as you lean forward. We'll go 3 to 5 each side and then switch our stance. Hands are high and just small rocks forward here, making sure you're not arching that back. The second exercise of our hip mobility warm-up is going to be thoracic rotations, also done from the kneeling position. So here our hands will come behind our head and we're going to rotate to the side as far as we can, keeping those chests open, and you're going to flex laterally here and you'll be able to rotate through a little bit more, another big flex, and we'll go 3 each side here, and we'll rotate all the way through, and we'll get 3 this way, and we'll do 2 each side. So 3 at a time, and then 2 each way. On the third exercise, we're going to hit the hammy. So now we're going to go from the half kneeling position, and we're going to straighten out that leg. So our toe's going to pull up, and we're on our heel. We're going to reach those hands forward, and we're going to push our hips back, and then lunge forward so you open up this hip flexor. Toe comes up high, pulls to the shin, and we'll go 3 each side here. The last exercise of this hip mobility warm-up is going to be done from the tabletop position, in which we'll come onto all fours with our hands right underneath our shoulders and our knees tucked in underneath our hips. And what this is going to do is going to work external and internal hip rotation by walking our hands off to the side, letting those hips fall right down, and just letting those feet rotate right in place. So you get big internal rotation of the hip that's down, so you're feeling that stretch on the outside of your hip, and then external rotation of your top leg. And so we'll work our hands side to side here, try to keep those knees right in the same position. Right back side to side, and play around with where those hips come down to feel that stretch on different parts of your hip. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that hip mobility warm-up program. If you master all of those movements and feel the need to progress some of those exercises, feel free to reach out to me at blake.bramer@yahoo.com or reach out to me through the 413 Facebook.